you very much. Excuses are tools of the weak and incompetent. They're used to build monuments of nothingness and bridges to nowhere. And those who use these tools seldom excel at anything but excuses. This is a passage that I heard back in 1994 when my father was in the house. He would repeat it over and over again as he prepared for his speech. Unfortunately, it would be years later before these words resonated with me. Today, I don't want to just do an icebreaker. Today, I want to do a breakthrough. A breakthrough not only for myself, but for anyone here that's ready to live their lives, to live the greatness that's within them every day for the rest of their lives. And that starts with no excuses. Excuses are tools of the weak and incompetent. And until we realize that we no longer need these tools, then we're able to live our lives to its fullest potential. Today, I want to destroy these monuments of excuses that I've built in my life throughout the course of my life. You see, I was a master of excuses. I could use any of my tools of incompetence to get me out of any situation. I built many bridges to nowhere to get me around accepting responsibilities. I lived in my monuments. They kept me safe. The way I see it, there are three reasons why we use excuses in our lives. The first, I already mentioned, is to avoid responsibility. This was an area that I shined in. I was a master at avoiding responsibilities, especially when it came to work. I could write a book on how to give effective excuses to get out of work. My excuses were so elaborate that when I returned to work, my desk would be full of gifts and cards of condolences to my family. I'm not lying. My grandfather, Walter, has died at least 10 times since he passed away in 1980. Honestly. My excuses were so good that my friends would call me asking for excuses to help them get out of work. And of course, you know what I would say to them. Is your grandfather alive? Yeah? Well, he's going to die on Thursday, so prepare yourself. And I know this is sad, but when you get to that level of excuse making, then you no longer have a conscience. The next reason why we use excuses is to complain or to play the victim role. And I know at some point all of us have used the victim card to explain why we haven't made anything out of ourselves. I don't have a high school degree. I didn't graduate from college. Or I'm a single parent. There's no way I can live out my dreams if I'm raising kids. Or here's a big one. Society has these limitations built in to prevent me from prospering because I'm black, or because I'm a woman, or because I'm too old. And although these all sound like reasons, really, truthfully, they're just excuses. No more excuses. Now, the third reason that we use excuses, in my opinion, is the fear of failure. I'll be honest with you. It crossed my mind a couple of times this week, Jerry, to bail out of this speech. I have to be completely honest with you. And it wasn't for the fact that I was scared or intimidated to speak in front of everyone here today. My fear came in failing to be perfect. A lot of us avoid situations that we feel that we can't be perfect in every single time. So therefore, we make excuses to avoid the potential humiliation of crashing and burning in front of our friends or our fellow Toastmasters. No more excuses. No more should we retreat to our monuments of nothingness just because they keep us safe. I need everybody here to do me a favor. Just turn to your neighbor and repeat after me. I will no longer make excuses. I will live out my ultimate dream. I will no longer fear failure. I will no longer make excuses. You see, really truthfully, for us to achieve our ultimate dreams, we cannot live with excuses. So today, We destroy these monuments of excuses, and we build monuments of greatness and bridges to infinite possibility. Thank you. Thank you.
No longer make excuses. I'll call Antonio when we get signed.
I still have a few. I still have a few in the arsenal. Yeah.
I have to tell you, that's got to be one of the best icebreakers. And it's not just because I could relate to everything you said.